Welcome back to Hollywood, everybody. We are back on our Hollywood Animal Stuff That Dreams Are Made Of playthrough. We are trying to make this studio reach its artistic goal as a boutique studio. This time we are gearing up this year in 1937 to see if we can sweep the 1938 Pollux Awards. We've had some success, but we haven't had enough. So that's our goal. We right now, speaking of success, have a massive hit, and it happened one night. That's about to potentially cross $10 million in profit for us. That one kind of came out of nowhere, but that ode to the Frank Capra. I'm glad it is now our most profitable film. We also have The Devil's in the Details, which is doing quite well also. We've got At a Dangerous Height coming out, followed by Unwanted Contacts, a couple of lesser movies, Flower Basket, but then we get Mr. Deeds Go to Town, an 8 and 8. And so we have several things in the works here. Things are looking good for us. And speaking of that, let's go ahead and get Heated Nights into post-production, which is another one of those so-so films, but we have so many theaters. We are going to just keep going because we want to make Jane a star. So we're going to just keep getting these out into our theaters and see what we can come up with. So this one is one of those that's just so-so. So let's get Jane and Cornelius on this one. I am thinking of hiring a new producer. The reason being is that we have so many films now that we have out. Oh, sorry. And we have so many people that are just busy, these producers, even at 2 per go, because we have very little available here, as you can see, because of how long things are out. So I think it's worth hiring another producer, hopefully one that will be have a lot of potential if they're not already up there. So this is one like Ben Tanner, really good, but he's misogynist. Now we have a diligent perfectionist here with 9-star potential, and Raymond May, who's really good at comedies. That is enticing, but he is going to be an expensive. But at the same time, well, we have Lonnie Stevens here, who's hot-tempered, but is far better. Still has the 9-star potential. At the same time, on a producer, paying per year is not nearly as costly. I feel like you get a lot of money's worth out of him. Thomas Carpenter, a conceited alcoholic, a lot more affordable. Craig Woods, I feel like he was somebody of ours. Maybe not. He just looks like one of ours. So there's nobody out here other than if we really want to go with a lot of potential and nothing else. But Ernest Burr's a xenophobe. Undisciplined perfectionist. That seems kind of ironic there. Here we have a misogynistic, conceited person, somebody with nothing who's an 8-star potential. 9-star, conceited and libidinous. I would like to find somebody on the cheap side. A disciplined, arrogant producer there. Somebody we can mold. Here we go. A leader. 9-star potential. 30-year-old. He's a 30-year-old, so let's set him for 5 years on the cheap. Give him some extended medical insurance because that's probably going to be pretty affordable for him being just 30 years old. Okay, with that being said, let's jump into this. I keep forgetting that scroll out does that. So we've got 2 more sound stages that are level 3s being in production here. Things are looking good. G-Men's about to go into production. And Roscoe Ford, At a Dangerous Height, one of our Westerns, is hitting the theaters this time. Gets a B- from the fans there. Not going to be a critical darling either, it looks like. Just 2 stars all the way around until we get to the Bone Grinder. Who doesn't like it? But Roscoe is somebody who has a lot of potential. He's already appealing to people commercially. Roy Spencer leveled up on that one. Good news for us. Does have crossed the $1 million budget again. And let's see. It happened one night. It is so close to 10 million. We want to keep that going. even if it's just for 2,000 theaters, which that's what we're going to do. We're not going to be able to extend to that anyway, so let's see if it gets that $10 million profit margin. Let's revisit Anna Karenina, see what we have out here. We can get Clayton Simon on this one. We don't have anything available at the moment. We could go just all on location. 3 stars. These are not that shabby, actually. Let's just shoot this on location with Thomas Morrison there. Don't need that because we're on location. Still waiting for our development go through on our camera to get us higher quality there. And this is a solid script. So Alfred, this is not yours. This is going to be Paul, with Calvin Stevenson having the drama experience, and he knows how to make a good popcorn and artistic flick both. Goodness, he's expensive though. The ambitious woman will be Jane Fisher, who's 35, so her strict parent is going to be Diane Griffith. Is there somebody else out here that we can get? Hattie McCoy's not old enough, really. None of these. 46, 2-time Pollux Award winner, Virginia Terry. We just don't have somebody out there. The only one I can think of is getting, where is Miss Frid? Sarah Frid at 50. Right now she's filming Swing Time. So we will wait for her. We'll wait for her to be available. That might free up somebody else to do it as well. We have Susie Duncan, who can be the star of that one now. Oh, Walter. Try again. Okay, The Devil's in the Details. Over $3 million profit. It could go a little bit farther. Definitely does not need that many. Let's just do 5,000 theaters. And we will extend that advertising just a bit. Hopefully we will overcome that. Now let's take a look at our services. We probably need to hold a banquet is my guess. So is this the one? This is where we need to get the influence points. So we will throw everything we've got into that one next time after this car and driver is done. Brian Bird, get back to work. Okay, unwanted contacts are worked on that one. Another B- film. We tend to have a trend going right now. B- 2 stars, and the Bone Grinder hates us. Sarah's available. So we can revisit Anna Karenina. We actually have let's take a look at what we have here. The Devil's in the Details. At a Dangerous Height, did okay. At 11,000 screens, still not putting in the attendance. But this is why we have, with so many theaters, we can afford to have lots of movies out at a time. We just have to keep this production line going. So Susie Duncan will be the ambitious woman. Where is Sarah? Oh, she's not available yet. That was her movie just released. That's right. Swing Time needs to finish up before that. Okay, we get our car and driver. So let's get to the banquets. Max this thing out. Oh, we can't do it very far, can we? Well, we're going to put a couple hundred influence points to it as well. We can start throwing those a lot. All right. G-Men. This is going to be a hit. It's one that's going to violate the code, though. I know that going in, but I really want to make this movie. Let's get Sleeping on the Water ready to go. 4-6 and 3-2. Not our best efforts in post. Who did that one? Lorraine and Gary are 2 sub-5 stars. They still could have done better than that. Why do we have a cannon? Makes it more dramatic and interesting looking, I guess. All right. We will open this one on. Let's put it right there. 13,000 is plenty. We'll actually make it go down a little bit. It'll run over Halloween. We got to get a movie out there for Thanksgiving, though. That's for sure. Okay, young men and men. So we need to get our young masses. Intelligent young people. All right, and we'll hit those 4. That's probably more than we should be spending on a film of this quality. But you never know. Coleman Casey and his cowboy hat might be able to pull something in. We can afford a dud or two. All right. Swing time's almost done. We have a new setting. Donald Gallagher has brought us a modern American countryside. Try that again, sir. So we have 3 researching there. We've got 4 writing. Speaking of writing, the straw golem is done. Alfred Carpenter. Well done, sir. A historical detective Wild West with a retired legend, corrupt official, and generous profanity. Way to put 2 things that we can't use on the script. Mr. Carpenter, what were you thinking? Okay, at a dangerous height. It's doing fairly well. We will give this one 5,000 theaters. Oops. 3 on this last run. Well, no reason to go all out on that. We've got plenty of movies out at the moment. They're all making us money. That's the good news. It happened one night. It's down to 15,000. Did not quite make it. We'll have to end that distribution. Almost made it to 10 million. It is our new biggest hit. All right. Attack Dawn is ready to go. 5 and 4-1. A little bit better than we were hoping for. So we see improvement, and we're going to hope that it improves as we produce. And now Swing Time's ready to go into post after The Devil's in the Details ends its run. Almost 4 million profitable. And let's see what Swing Time has. It is an 8 all around. Well done. With Sarah got into this one, but it was carried by Manuel and Catherine and Edgar Conti. Very nice. Throw that party. Let's keep our best on this one. Eugene and Leon do this. We still are waiting for that music quality to get up to high. Not quite there yet. I think it's time to throw ourselves a corporate party. A Star is Born. Everything's fresh in it as well. We'll make that one in just a little bit. Let's throw a corporate party first. Make everybody happy. And let's get started on Anna Karenina finally. Where is Sarah? There she is. Extend that contract. Our patriarchal figure will be... Kind of want to put Gabe in it, but he's not quite up to the pack. So we'll do Manuel Vasquez. So I don't want two actors on it that aren't up to par. So I think what we have there is good enough. Unwanted Contacts has not done well at all. At a Dangerous Height is doing okay. So we've hit a bit of a rough spot with our films, but they haven't been the best of films either. Death Awaits. We will put this one on there. So we're going to do 20,000. So let's just do 15. All right. No one really wants this one, so we'll just do our two generic ones. Leave it at that. Maybe do a trick in here. Diane Griffith, just one. We're not going to overspend on that one like we did on some of the others. And let's start a new project. Where is a Star is Born? That would be a great one. Clyde Mason. Filming at the Gabe. He prefers to shoot on set, so that's what we're going to do. Give him everything he's got. Alfred Jensen will take this one. Leon Reese, you just made a hit. You're going to do another one. The Ambitious Young Woman is going to be Catherine Atkins with Edgar Conti. They made a great movie before. Ooh, Jane can be the rival, though, with our patriarchal figure. This is one that Gabe could be our patriarchal figure. Man, you're expensive, Gabe. What if we give you some whiskey? Yeah, a little better. We got a hit on our hands on this one. A Star is Born indeed. Let's see who we have available. Wilson Hodges is available. So is Alfred Carpenter. And I do want to get to work on another film. So let's get this one going. And it will be The Hurricane. Not the Denzel Washington one. This one was John Ford directed this one. And it was, I believe, John Hall and Dorothy Lamoe that were the actors. And you've got like a Native American marries a sweetheart, gets imprisoned for killing a white man. And then from there, I'm not really sure what happens. So let's put a little bit of, no, not historical. Let's get rid of the detective part. We'll do this way. Oh, with a little bit of romance. Yeah. There we go. And we will put this in the town. I do like that we're getting some new settings. It will be an outcast. Oh, nope. I mean, it could be. Yeah, we'll do outcast. The antagonist could be a criminal gang here. They're out to get him. No, we'll do the square enforcer. I haven't used that one yet. That kind of fits. Got to have a love interest. We will have a key witness in it, maybe. It's going to be a female. We will get a... Let's see, what would fit for this? Maybe a runaway, a search for a killer. How's social rejection looking? Not very good. The struggle for a better life isn't at its best either. Crime of necessity. That's where the murder happened, we'll say. In this one, I'm not sure what happened in reality in the real one, but we're going to do the protagonist is going to die heroically in this one. Yeah, we'll try that one. Let's see what you can do with this one, Wilson. And as requested, we'll start another one. This one's going to be the... what are we going to call it? So this is our all-female gang of 5. It was requested by one of the viewers out there, so let's go with, I don't know what we should call this one. The Angel Squad. We'll go with that. And it's going to be, what was it? It was said to be a comedy, action, drama. Not a lot of, there you go, a little bit more action. We will set it in the modern American city. I'm going to do a gang of 5. Female. Our protagonist will be a charismatic criminal. And I don't even know, do we need a... Maybe a sheriff shows up. And then our theme and events, we're going to have a bank robbery. Since we got a little, we'll have some highbrow humor. We will have a mob war between the criminal gang and the charismatic criminal. We're going to have maybe some heroes. No, that doesn't really fit, does it? Well, it might, because we have a sheriff. And we will get... The protagonist. Nope. His dreams are crushed by the criminal gang. What? Doesn't want to write one for all that? Boo. Poor form. He won't do it. It's because he's a misogynist. Alfred. Send it to the archive. Maybe we can use it still. Well, Unwanted Contacts has lost us $20,000. That's a blow to us. But we've got Flower Basket going out there now. Hopefully that'll do a little bit better. B on the Kino mark. Once again, we have our 2 stars, our 1 star from the Bone Grinder. It seems to be where we're at the moment. Let's get that one out there. Again, over 1 million because of our advertising. Almost have our developments. Oh, what do we have here? Fred Carpenter won the election with 53% of the vote. 3rd term in office. Well done, Mayor. Well done. And we have a new ambush. Someone is lured into a trap. That's fun. And looks like we've got our 2 new stages ready to go. Level 3 sound stage. We will call this one lot. Well, it was sound stage. Let's do lot 13. And this one will be Mayoral Palace. Because we want the mayor on our side, so we're going to name a soundstage kind of in an homage to him. Now, let's see what we have here. Straw Golem we cannot do. The Awful Truth is looking pretty good. Let's go with that one. See what we have. Clayton Simon. Mayoral Palace. There was that little glitch again. But it's working for us, so that's okay. City Interiors. Let's go on set, on scene for that one. Same with the movie theater. We'll do that. Filming. Almost have those to be better quality. That will help a lot. I hope. Timothy can get this one. The director will be Lee Zimmerman. The lovable rogue, Jim Shelton, with his love interest being Diane Griffith. And our sheriff will be Douglas Weaver. Not going to be as A-list as it probably could have, but those are getting better. We have others that are being trained. No, we don't have anybody being trained in our film school at the moment. Who could we get? We could put Rita Gill in there, but she's going to be in... She's playing a supporting role in some things, so I think we're okay with that. Everybody there is doing well. We could put Alfred in there, but at the moment, he's probably going to be used for one of these scripts here coming up. So we'll hold off on that. Brian is struggling to find some new story elements for us. At a dangerous height, $2 million in profit, so we can send that one to archive. Let's go check in on our cinemas. So we are getting $37,000 weekly in the rented cinemas. Gerstein's have 171. There are still 539 theaters out there, so let's gobble up some more of those. We will put them out of business one way or the other. Let's get the police back on our side. I've done it before where you don't do the police. If you just let them sit, they'll just come and take your money. And that is not good enough for us. Let's go ahead and tout the mayor's achievements again. And throw a party for some influence. There we go. We are 234 days away from being able to throw the banquets. Mr. Deeds Goes to Town has potential to be a really big hit for us. The Great Ziegfeld, which won a Best Picture movie, looks in line to potentially be in the running for us. Throw a party, celebrate that one. Everybody's going to be happy at this lot. And we will put... Oh, the only problem is we don't have our best on this one. Let's hold off. I want our best to get that one. Mr. Deeds Goes to Town. This is what we're looking for. Flower Basket's done fairly decent here. So let's do 5,000 theaters now. Not a lot available there, just 2,100, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and do 3 weeks. I feel like after the 85%, it may not be worth it anyways. The corporate party was a success. And we have now improved our frame tone pure. And we can look at getting that even better. That's going to take a long time to do it. Could cut it in half. Let's do that. And we have our quality on the blue. Oh, that's where I messed up there, didn't I? Can we cancel that improvement? There we go. Let's go back to improving this one. We're going to put 2 on that to get that quality up as high as we possibly can. And we have an A on the kind of markets 8 on both of those. We got a 3-star review. Goodness, they just... There we go. 4 stars. 2 4 stars. They love Tom Alexander in this one. He is 8-star. Julia Holtz getting better. Charlie Graham. This one, it's in September. It's close to the awards. The Pollocks, this one might be what we need. They just moved 2 of them to stale, and they are... Oh, no. That's not good. Until August of 1938 for love interest. Whew. We might get hit by that one. Let's see what else we can put into. So many stale elements out now. Looks close on these. But my man Godfrey. Let's see what this one we've got. Ooh, Timothy Burke could be on this. Let's do it. Yeah, 3 stars all around. Keep him on the set where he's happy. This will be our first film with our improved camera. Well, it's actually still basically the same. A little bit cheaper than Blue Term Iris. The Blue Term Iris Deluxe. And our Frame Tone Pure is better. That one should make the sound very good. We'll put Brian Barrett on this one, directed by Fred Stevens. We want this one to be good. Julia Holt, our ambitious young woman with the mentor being Ernest Lane, our parent. Oh, well, she is young, so we can probably get Vivian Lawson to portray that. And the patriarchal figure will be... yeah, I guess we'll go with Tom. Load this cast up. Heated Nights is ready to go into post. Or not go into post, but into distribution. Pearl Cummings, for not being all that talented, you're wanting a lot of money. We can offer a couple of those to get it down a little bit. So we'll do so. Russell, 5 years for you, sir. We can get yours to drop quite a bit. 84,000 for 5 years on somebody who's going to become a star. You betcha. And Captain's Courageous, the script is in, and we've got another hit on our hands. But a stale element, we have till June. That won't be too bad. By the time that's ready to release, it should be okay. We'll shelve it for a little bit, and we will get started on another script. This one is the last one I have for 1937. Actually, no, we need to go back and we need to do the Angel Squad. Will Bernard do this one? Bernard? Yeah. You may be racist, but you're not misogynist. Okay, there we go. Let's put Alfred. Let's put him on a supporting character. I feel like we could use some more of those. And let's see how Heated Nights did. A little disappointing. Again, not our best. They will be some of our best when we get there. But this is one of those holdover films. We will debut it on Thanksgiving. Give it 12,000 screens. Oops, forgot a 0. There, we're going to scale it down a little bit. I am going to, use the whole rental thing to our benefit to get a little bit of the cost back, even though we don't need to worry about finances at the moment, it appears. We got to be careful. Men and young men. Yep, there we go. Oh, yeah, we have the audience bonus. I didn't realize we get a minus 15% for touting the mayor's achievements, too. That's something to keep in mind and consider. Douglas won't do it. Jane will. You know what, Jane? Give aid to the homeless. They'll love seeing you. One will be good enough for this film. Okay, how's Flower Basket doing? $4 million in profits, still going well. Mr. Deeds Goes to Town, $2.5 million gross on 20,000 screens. Only 55% attendance, though. That's disappointing. I thought that was going to be fantastic. Swing Time is ready for our Christmas debut. Dropped a little bit artistically. This one is going to come out on Christmas time, and we will put it in 20,000 to start. We'll go ahead and taper this one down at 2,000 a piece. Probably still more than we need, but it is the holidays. See if we can get a bigger audience over that one. Women. Let's go for it. Edgar won't do it. Catherine will. Visit an orphanage. Let's go big on this one. Sarah will. Hospice visit. And can we do another one? Manuel Vasquez will, and he will do a surprise wedding appearance. They'll love it. Right around New Year's, too. Man, he's taking some time out. Yeah, we'll be good. And now we can get the Great Ziegfeld going. Since we have our two best. Rita Gill. Up and comer. Now that we have these 5-year contracts, these young ones, we definitely want to keep locked in. So let's get Eugene and Leon on this one. The Great Ziegfeld does have a chance to be a hit for us. And we are almost done with some other ones. Oh, we got to put a couple into production there, don't we? Sleeping on the Water. Not going to be massive for us. Hopefully it makes a profit. Yeah, this is one of our just B movies. Get it out there, but man, it's expensive. It's probably going to lose this money. So we need to get some of these other ones into production. Anna Karenina, 8 and 8. Start that production. We might actually have to hold that one off for a long time before it actually goes into release. If we want to hit around Pollock's time. Same with The Star is Born. Let's get this thing going as well. Now, as always, if you have any ideas for scripts, please send them my way. The more creativity we've got, the better our scripts are going to be, and avoid some of these stale elements that we've been having showing up at times. So we have a Wild West one here. Let's go ahead and start this project, see what we have available for this. Let's give it to Walter Wilson. Anything that we can shoot outside and be just as good, we will do that. Because our man Walter likes to shoot outside. We're going to need a star to do this one, though. Because it's too good to just let somebody ho-hum do it. Oh, Roy. Directed by Clarence Rhodes. That should be good. David Gutman. Ugh. Yeah, we're going to hold off on this. It's not going to happen. Let's find one of these lesser ones maybe. Nope, we don't have one of those either. Modern American City Working Man. Felix Hill could do that one. It's comedy. Let's see what he's got going there. We'll just let him do that one. I've got one. Oh, I could have let him do a different script. That's okay. Walter, try again. Albert, you're 2.9 stars. Don't be too demanding here. Whoa. You aren't that good, sir. Glenn Parker. These young actors think they're just the greatest thing in the world, but man, they might become that. Let's get... We just have too many stale elements, or we have things against the code. August 1938. June, April, Knights of Glory. There we go. April 1938. We could go ahead and start this one. We do not have good castles and surroundings yet. This one, we'll see. I'm not sure how this movie will turn out and what route we should go, but I think having just middling actors on this one is fine to do. This can be one of those B movies, gets experience for people such as Alfred Willis. And we will let... You know what, Anthony Campbell, this is you. Make sure we have a little bit better director on this one. The Warrior, David Gutman. Get a starring vehicle again. Expensive one for us. His sidekick will be Russell Spencer. Right-hand man will be Russell Simmons. Are we going to have enough actors to pull this thing off? Oh, the Wizard. Oh, we don't have a wizard. Our Tyrant will be Thelma Fletcher. We're going to have to hire somebody to be the wizard. Shoo. Expensive people. Ah, Carl Harrison could be a... we don't want anybody too new. Let's... Here we go. Milton Stewart has 9-star potential, but he's already 37. Right here, 41. No. Stanley Fitzgerald. He is an addict, though. He's 7'3" at 27 years old. Let's see what he can do. Maybe we can keep him clean. You might be good, sir. And your first role is going to be as a wizard. Actually, yeah, you'll be a wizard. No, wait. Let's put Russell as the wizard. The right-hand man will be Stanley. Or, actually, let's let David do that one. Stanley this can be a starting vehicle already. Young up-and-comer. Right off the bat. Tower of Matches. Not a bad B movie run for us. Let's get this one into post. This one will be Emma and... Let's give it to Dick. Wait, Emma, is there somebody? We could do Jane. Or Hooch. Jane Weaver's going to pass Emma pretty soon. Let's give it to Jane. Okay, The Awful Truth took a bit of a hit. Start production here. Oh, I forgot we have the second unit that we can do. Okay, Mr. Deeds Goes to Town has made $3.5 million in profit. We can set up some more distribution here. We do not need 20,000, that's for sure. Let's pull back to 8, 6, 4, and 3. I think it's clear that it's kind of run its course. It's not going to do that great as what I was hoping it would do, but it's still doing fine. Flower Basket, 109,000. That's going to drop off real quick. We'll go ahead and end its distribution. It made $4.5 million. Not shabby at all. Nothing to be ashamed of. Let's give Fury. It's a solid one, but it has that stinking stale character until August of next year. That's why we need to get some more supporting characters into this. Throw them a rap party. This one we'll let Emma do along with Lewis Murphy. They're not our best, but they'll do well enough, I believe. and get them running. Getting ever closer to the end of the year here. And Death Awaits is coming out right around Halloween for us. 2nd of November here. It's another B, and it's going to be the same thing where we get a lot of 2 stars, it looks like. The Bone Grinder hates it, as always. Like binging drunks. They'll go until the final drop of cheap booze, and we can look on in pity. It's just no good, says Roy Cox of Fun Times. Thanks, critics. Diane Griffith's up to 6 stars, though. Not as super expensive. Sleeping in the Water. Sleeping on the Water has actually done a lot better than I expected. Okay, so we need to stop touting the mayor's stuff. It's hurting our stuff too much. Long Journey. Okay, so that's just our 6-monther. Brian Bird, repeat again. Get us something, sir. And let's see, did Donald Gallagher get us anything? He did not. But My Man Godfrey is ready to go into production. 7, 6, and 8. Breaking through into the 9s would be huge for us. Sleeping on the Water has earned itself an extended run, even though 840,000 has not made a lot of money. We need to get some more movies out there. Let's revisit this one. Jack Stein. Ooh, we'd have to shoot all on location, which is not good enough for us. We'll have to wait till some of these get finished. G-Men's almost done, it looks like. Alfred, we're going to put busy on one last script for 1937. Oh no, Claude Pinkin, post-production. Sudden illness. Oh, he was 40% bonus. That is horrible. All right, Alfred. We got to get ahead of post-production here. We want somebody who has the influence. Oh my goodness, that's horrible. All right, Florence, you've at least got 10% already. Her loyalty will go up pretty quick. Man, that's disappointing. I mean, sure, it's more disappointing probably for his family, but still. Okay, one last script for 1937 to work on, and it is going to be called Dead End. This was a William Wyler movie. It was Sylvia Sidney, Joe McCree, Humphrey Bogart was in this one in one of his earlier films. It's a gangster movie. So we've got some action, some drama. Let's just do 50-50 on this one. It's going to be in the city. I kind of want to do the charismatic criminal again. I know we've got another one out there already, but... Or... A Wayward Soul. Got to be careful about using the criminal gang too much. We'll just do 3. We're going to have a worried wife for him. We need more supporting characters. We'll have an ambush, a crime of necessity, a final showdown, a mob war, and at the end, the protagonist gets a chance to get out and get out of this. But we gave it to a guy who hates doing trauma, so maybe that wasn't the best of moves. Oops. All right. Mr. Deeds Goes to Town did have a nice run at the end there. Let's let it go a little bit further. We'll just do 2,000 seats apiece. Or 2,000 theaters apiece at this point. Should be plenty. It brings us up to swing time as well, which is going to be exciting into the year. And so because of that, after we see how Heated Nights does, we'll start to wrap this one up. And as we get to this, I want to thank you all for joining me on this one. Be sure to come back to the next one where we finish out the year and take another run at the Pollux Awards. No one's leveled up here. Russell Spencer, look at that jawline. He's got the chance to be such a star. Jane's getting better and better, which we're just putting her in films, and eventually she's going to be our leading lady among the studios. So again, thank you all for joining me. Again, leave those movie ideas. We got lots of things in production here, lots of scripts on the works, but we need more, and we need to continue to grow what we've got here and continue to make great things and great films. So thank you all for your support. Thanks for the comments. All of it means a lot to me. Thank you for spending the time watching. And so because of that, I just want to say take care, and we'll see you on that next episode.